Hi, welcome to my kitchen, to the Zanussi washing machine review. It's a brand of Electrolux, and you might ask, why is this washing machine apart instead of in one piece? And usually people are doing the reviews after a week or two or a month after buying, and everything is working fine, and they have a pretty good opinion about the device they purchased. However, this device is 30 months old. It's 6 months after the warranty period, and it worked perfectly until last week, when a terrible noise came out of here. I'll show you how it behaves right now. Okay, just imagine how it sounds at 800 RPMs. So when I open it, it's a top loader. You can see that the inner basket is not aligned, and from one side it's just moving. So something is broken on this side. And now I have three options. One is to throw it away. Second is to try to fix it. As you can see in here, it's all glued or welded. I don't know how it's done. There is not a single screw, so I cannot just unmount this part and take the basket out. What I have to do if I want to repair it is to cut it open and replace all the broken parts and try to glue it again. There is a third option which I chose, which is to take everything apart and sell as much parts as I can and get back some money, because fixing it's not, for me, it's not sensible. Even there is a risk that I can break it, and there are even companies that do it, but there is always shipping, time, risk, cost of the parts, cost of the labor, and no, I don't have time for it. However, I think I have the obligation to show you how almost new. It's 30 months, so for the home appliance it's not an old device, so I want to show you how it looks like inside after 30 months. So to do it, I will open it with this thing. It goes pretty fast. I can also use this professional toolkit. It might be useful, and after I do it, I'll show you how the parts looks from the inside. Okay, it took a while, but I'm back. It's cut open. It took almost an hour to do it with the help of a few tools. And okay, let's have a look inside how it looks after 30 months of usage. So here is a piece of metal. I'm not sure what it is. Is it a steel or I don't know. So I can remove it with my finger, and here is the other part, which okay, it's completely corroded. It's like 3 maybe 4 millimeters thick, but completely corroded, and just fell apart from the second part. And let's have a look at the basket from the inside. The basket from the inside, it looks like it's completely new. It's stainless steel. So the visible part is made of something durable. However, the invisible part, which supports the whole construction, is made of piece of shit. I cannot, name it otherwise because it's hidden. So we can make it with worse material and it will fall apart. It is 21st century and I completely see no reason why you can't do it with a durable material. The cars have wheels which supports dozens of, even hundreds of kilograms, and the parts are cheap. And here it is a small part. If someone makes it with something more durable, it probably would work for 10 years without any problems. But this part is invisible. We will do it with a piece of crap and it will fall. And the construction of the whole thing took me about 4 hours altogether, with a few breaks, because I had to make a few breaks to buy additional tools. One of which is this bit for one of the screws. Two screws were screwed with a T40 bit, and one of them was screwed with T50 without any apparent reason. Just one screw in the whole device. I had to buy this tool to open it. The biggest bit in the standard set is T40, and I had to buy a T50, which is probably worth as much as half of those bits, without any reason, unless they wanted to make it harder to just tear it apart. This thing was glued instead of putting some seal and few screws to make it openable. You just cannot open it, and it looks like that after 30 months of usage. So yeah, that's Electrolux, brand Zanussi. If you have to choose a new washing machine, just take it under consideration that if it's Electrolux and it has 2 years of warranty, it will fall apart after 2.5, maybe 3 years, because it's made of piece of shit. Okay, a small follow-up. It's been a while since I deconstructed the old washing machine. Now I have a new one and I have some conclusions. First of all, I cannot say that there is absolutely no of my fault in what happened. Let's have a look. Okay, that's the old basket from the outside, and you can see that there are some stains. I think it's a washing powder, and it resulted in the corrosion. Perhaps if I clean the washing machine more often, like running an empty cycle and let the water flush everything out, it will be fine. I've been trying to use it the same way as I was using the previous washing machine that I had in my previous apartment. I've been using it for 10 years and I barely, maybe a few times clean it. And well, yeah, that's probably I should do more often. But as you can see, the construction is still wrong. If the rotating part is just welded, you cannot mount it, and first of all, you cannot open the tank, so it's not fixable, it's not repairable, it's nothing that you can do about it. Moreover, even if you attempt to repair it, just have a look at the spare parts. Washing machines. Let's have a look how much do they cost. So, magnetic device, 13 pounds. Okay. A spring, piece of metal for 6 pounds 30. Piece of rubber, 37 pounds. Another piece of metal, 7 pounds. Another piece of twisted metal, you can probably buy it for less than $1, 7 pounds. It's just incredible. And let's check the most expensive ones. Control and display, controllable. Oh, PCB. PCB is worth 370 pounds. So the main board for the washing machine is most expensive than a really excellent PC. Well, the tanks, I think that's the tank. Washing machine welded cluster assembly. So that's a tank, and it's probably almost as much as the washing machine itself. So if you buy all those parts separately and try to assemble a complete washing machine out of those parts, you will probably pay more than cost of few washing machines. That's how it works. So the producer makes it impossible to repair for a sensible price. Okay. The reason behind those stains, I think it's because of how the washing machines are designed right now, because there is a huge force to do it eco-friendly, and they tend to use as low of energy, water, etc. as possible. And I even found right in here a regulation of European Union how to build a washing machine. So some bureaucrat decided how to build a washing machine and how to rate it, speaking of energy usage, water consumption, and noise, and so on. So they attempt to build quiet, as low as water consumption, as low as possible, also the energy, and down here there is an even formula for the water consumption. So they rate it based on this formula and rate the devices. Producer wants to mark the eco-friendly or energy consumption friendly device as high as possible, and it constructs the machine that it uses as low of resources as possible, and in the result you're getting something like that. So there are some corrosion because the tank isn't flushed properly. That's Electrolux. Well, it's environment, I think. Yeah, environment. Sustainability. So it's eco-friendly. Sorry, screens. Sustainability. It's eco-friendly, but on the other hand, I wonder how much water do you use to produce such a device, and what's the difference in the environment contamination. For me, the energy consumption is just irrelevant, because I had to buy a new washing machine, so all the savings are gone. And it works like that. In the next video, I'll do, in one of the next videos, I do the follow-up and make some conclusions how to buy a washing machine and how to use it to make it more less expensive. Thanks.